Well, that was sad and uncomfortable. And ma'am? Ma'am? Hey everyone, and welcome back to Story of Seasons, Tree of Towns. We have gotten Lulucoco to the lock, so I did that off screen, along with some other stuff, which is pretty exciting. And that is, we have everything to give to Kasumi for the new baths that she wants to put in the spa. So, I was waiting on the grape wine to finish up because it just took forever. But I also had to wait until my cacao tree was completely grown because it's a summer crop, I believe, so it's in my greenhouse. And it was just taking forever. But I was putting propagating fertilizer on it like every day. So when I finally did get a harvest, it was a ton. So that really does help out. So if you are waiting for some of these tree crops that you need, I highly recommend putting propagating fertilizer on them every day as the trees are growing, because it's really going to save you some time that way. So that's what I did. So we need to give all of these ingredients to Kasumi, and that should do it for Tsuyukusa's lock, which would take them to the S rank, which is pretty awesome. And then we're also working on this menu thing, creating a new dish with Marco. And the problem is, for grapes, I have to wait until my grape tree is finished growing in the greenhouse. So I'm putting propagating fertilizer on that right now, because I have a little bit less than half of the grapes that I need. And the other problem is we need time to make the jam factory to get dried fruit. And it is now winter, and I didn't get enough. I'm a couple short, so I don't think I can get that in winter. I think someone said that you can get it from doing quests for Ford, so I'm going to try to do that, like the part-time jobs. I'm going to try to do that to hopefully get some from him if I get lucky. If not, it's just going to have to wait until we have access to time, and that is kind of unfortunate. As for Lulucoco, we have 3 people who aren't at 4 hearts yet. Haulani, Mithra, and Lotus, I believe. So those 3 we have to work on. We already shipped the $1 million worth of goods. And we need to talk to Tototara, and we need to talk to Iluka. So, that's where we're at, basically, with all the towns. So we need to go find Kasumi to give her that stuff. Something's happening. Ah, this is Inari's second light green love event. You have to have the comb in your bag for this event to trigger. And this is the confession event, but I don't think this locks you in. I'm kind of nervous now. I'm really confused about this event because there's 2 responses, and one of them gives you 500 points, friendship points with Inari, and the other one gives you 10,000. And it says propose, so I don't know if I'd get locked in if I did this. Like, if it would consider me dating him and then I wouldn't be able to possibly marry anybody else. I'm not sure. So what I'm gonna do, I'll show you the event, and then I'm gonna go back on my save, and you guys can let me know if this locks you into a relationship with him or not, because I'm not sure who I'm marrying, so I don't want to do that. But we'll show the event anyway. Tell me, Fox, do you like humans? Yes, that is very true. That human in particular has been especially kind to the both of us. I too am very, very... odd. Recently I've been experiencing strange feelings I have a difficult time putting a name to. They are feelings for that one special human, but whenever I attempt to speak them, I feel a sharp pang stab at my chest instead. Could these feelings be what I think they are? I mean, getting life advice from a fox, that's what I do. Kita, how long have you been there? Long enough. By the way, I got my hair did. Did you see that? No, it's nothing. If you did not overhear what was said, that is for the best. What? Oh. Dear Shine Spirit, thank you so much for answering my prayer. The sudden gust of wind that day, I believe it was an act of divine intervention to give me the courage I needed to take that first step. Ever since that day, I've had many more chances to meet with him. And now, miracle of all miracles, we're going to be getting married. Gee, I hope you, thought this over. It seems kinda quick. Oh, pardon me, the news still makes me so happy I couldn't help but shout. For the longest time, I thought I was doomed to unrequited love. I can still hardly believe that we're engaged. It never would have happened without your help. I promise you I will not let your blessing go to waste. I fully intend to spend my whole life faithfully by his side, and then ditch him for a rich guy later on. Again, thank you so much for hearing my prayer. Oh, she is, just Sonic fast. Truly, those two have pledged their troth to each other. What joyous news indeed. She looked very pleased as well. Out of all the humans I have helped, I have never seen anyone's face light up quite like hers. Seeing her so happy makes all the effort ever so worth it. However, I seem to remember the day we aided her was not all that long ago, and they are already betrothed. How surprisingly fast. See, I told you. Did their relationship progress exponentially well, or is this a difference in the perception of time between mortals and Vixeni? The Vixeni are long-lived. Compared to us, a mortal life is fleeting and they walk its path with speed. To us, one mortal lifespan passes in the mere blink of an eye. However, in the space of that blink, more mortals are born. They grow and love and marry and have children of their own, each and every one of them living their lives with joy and passion. Though their lives may be comparatively short, they shine so brightly I cannot help but grow fond of them. I want to do what I can to make what time they have even just a little bit easier and more peaceful. I am sure you, too, will someday find a spouse, have children, and watch those children grow to have children of their own. Nah, I think I'm just gonna buy an Xbox. And as a Vixeni, I will watch over you and your progeny as you all grow and change across the years. As a mortal, you have your way of life, and as a Vixeni, I have mine. Yet, why does that thought make my chest squeeze so tightly? Is it truly what I think? What I fear it may be? Am I really? Never mind, I digress. I was simply thinking how you are a mortal living amongst other mortals with your mortal life, while I have my own, very long life ahead of me. We have different ways of life, question mark? Does that mean that Inari and I can't be together? I think if you say you're right, you really lose a lot of friendship points with him. So we're gonna pick this one. What are you saying? That is not something you ought to say, even in jest. Okay, see what I mean? I'm not sure if no matter what I pick, I don't know if I'm locked into this relationship, which is why I'm gonna go back in my save, because I'm just not sure. I'm just not ready yet to be that committed. Alright, let's just do it. Let's just propose right now. Here you go. I'm gonna kneel down to you because you're very short. Do you truly mean that? I am very, very happy that you feel that way for me. And I am sure that if I could accept those feelings, I would be very blessed indeed. But I cannot. As I just told you a moment ago, we live very different lives with different lifespans. We could not remain by each other's side as true spouses should. Mortals ought to live together with other mortals, both within their same time. That is how it is meant to be. Huh? Oh, that's awkward, seeing me propose to a ghost. Essentially. Is that Hinata? Yeah, I had a feeling it was. Oh, hey, you by yourself? I could have sworn I heard you talking with someone. You didn't see me proposing to someone, other boyfriend? Until next time, Kita, know that I am truly honored you feel that way about me. Should you ever find another whom you have those same feelings for, then please come straight to my shrine and offer up a prayer. I will do all that I can to help your relationship succeed. Okay, so maybe I'm not stuck in a relationship with him?
What is it? Do you see something there?
No. Of course not.
This is for the best. Kida, I truly wish for you to find happiness with another, with someone you can grow old with. Little good will come of your being with me. Not only is there the difference in our lifespans, but others may come to see you as an eccentric who speaks to the air, and they may think less of you for it.
Just the crazy lady down the street talking to herself again.
Vixeni are not meant to grow too close to mortals. Living together is simply out of the question, no matter how dearly either of us wishes for it.
Maybe I'm not trapped in a relationship. I thought that I was, but maybe not. So I think doing that might actually lock you into a relationship because I went and got the pendant, tried giving it to both Yuzuki and Hinata, and they are both at a green flower, so they should have accepted it. And it is sunny in Tsuyukusa. So that should have worked, and they did not accept it. So I'm kind of wondering if maybe that actually does lock you in. So I'm going to go back on my save here, but I guess this would be a good time to put in the poll. I want to know who you guys think that I should marry. I'm going to put a poll up right now, and it should be up in the right-hand corner of this video. And click on that and choose which bachelor you think I should marry. I'm not necessarily going to 100% go with whoever wins, but it might help break some ties because I have like some conflicting thoughts, so it might influence my decision a little bit. Plus, I'm curious about who you guys like the best. So vote on the poll right now while I go back on my save. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and talk to Kasumi and give her the stuff that she wanted. Here you go. Finally. Awesome. So, we got Tsuyukusa to an S rank. The first one. Look, beautiful. Perfect. So now we just gotta work on Lulucoco and West Town. So we're gonna head over to Lulucoco, actually, so that we can talk to Tototara and Aluka and see what they want. I'm really hoping that it's easier than West Town's because the stupid jam factory is ruining my life. Alright, Tototara, where are you at? You up here? Yeah, she's up there. Hey, I need to talk to you. The Peerless Village. Oh, we're going to make a pier? Because Zhao wants one? That's probably a good idea. I feel like they should have a pier. I've thought for years now that it would be awful nice to have a pier around here. But I certainly couldn't go out and build one myself out of my own pocket, so I gave up on the idea for a while. But our village has been coming together to do lots of public projects recently, right? So I thought that maybe we could all work together and build a pier. It would be kind of cool if they kind of did what Animal Crossing does, where you can like do a public works project and then you could pick the stuff that you wanted in the villages, so you could kind of like customize them and make them look how you want. I guess the original Tree of Towns kind of did that a little bit with like the little areas that you could customize, but I feel like that's a little too much. It'd be nice if it was just sort of a thing where you get the materials and you pay for it or something and then it's, you know, it's there, as opposed to actually having to organize it yourself. Oh yeah, I guess that would make a good fishing spot. Not that I ever fish in this game, really. There's not much point, at least for me, so. Oh, they're all excited. They're all excited. This will be pretty cool. Okay, lumber and black lumber. Might have to buy some of that. I'll double check. But let's see what Iluka wants first. And then if she needs any materials, we can just go get everything at once. Hey, Luca. She probably wants to do a restaurant collaboration, because I've never done one of those before. So, Kita, I think you can guess what we need to talk about. I hear you've been a big help to Kalila recently. That was like a lot of episodes ago. Oh, come on, don't play dumb with me. You partnered up with her to make that spice blend, right? I did do that.
Now Iluka wants to do something along those lines too.
So Luca, don't interrupt me. But yes, I was kicking around the idea of using some of your products to create something new for our cafe. So what I want you to do is go and bring me some kind of ingredient that we don't use a lot of around here. Oh boy, what? Of course you want to do it. I mean, why wouldn't you? Getting to work together with us is a mark of prestige. Oh, but don't worry about the actual recipe. Siluka's working on that. Now what we'll need is, what were they again, Saluka? Okay, rice flour. I feel like I can buy that. 50 turnips I might already have, and 50 daikon radishes, which I don't think I have. But it is winter, so we can grow the daikon radishes pretty easily. Turnips, if I have to, I can grow some in my greenhouse. And they're pretty quick, so it shouldn't take too long. Alright, so I feel like we're gonna get Lulucoco done before West Town, which I did not think was gonna happen. But alright, what do we have? We have all the turnips, so we already have that. We need 50 rice flour. Where do I buy that? I'll have to go look. And we need about 30 more daikon radishes, which is fine because I have some planted right now, actually. So that's not going to be a big deal, and I apparently already have the requirements for the pier, so I can go talk to Tototara and finish that. Where are you? Tototara! Have the stuff! Yes, there you go. There you go. Awesome. So yeah, this isn't going to take long at all, thankfully. I'll just have to wait until the daikon radishes are done. Which, again, I think they grow pretty quickly, so not a big deal. Can I buy rice flour here somewhere? Maybe. Maybe a Tetsu sells it? Do you sell... Yes, there it is, rice flour. Okay. That's not bad. So, now we have that. Now we just need the daikon radishes. And we should be good. Oh, and we also have to... Oh, I have to make friends with Mithra, my least favorite person in this game, apart from the dad. Daikon radishes we're working on, and we gotta work on friendship. Okay. I can do that, probably. Maybe. Why Mithra? Why does it have to be Mithra? Oh, hey. Things you admire. Tigre's friend event. Awesome. Just knocking him out. Oh, is he crying? Are you crying or you have allergies?
Yes, I'm coming. Kita, aloha.
Hey.
What's wrong? Is there something on my face?
You're crying.
My eyes are red? No, they're not. Well, it's just allergies.
That's weird. I did not know he was gonna say that.
You know what? How about you take a seat? I'll go pour you some tea.
Sounds good.
What are you looking at?
That gigantic book on the table.
That book? Oh, I was just reading it earlier. Have you ever heard of it? You haven't? I see. It's an insanely popular book back in my home country. I remembered I had it packed away all this time and decided to reread it.
Is it the Hunger Games? I bet it's the Hunger Games.
What's it about? Well, it's an adventure novel about the protagonist who goes on a journey to see his childhood friend.
See, Hunger Games, perfect.
But on his way there, his boat gets caught up in a storm and washes ashore in the wrong country. Then he gets mixed up in all sorts of mysteries and troubles as he visits various islands to restock his ship and the like. That's the general gist of the story, anyway. I look like I'm enjoying myself? I am. Out of all the novels I've ever read, this one is my favorite. The best thing about it is the powerful way the action scenes are described. The protagonist is attacked by all sorts of bad guys while on his journey, but despite facing overwhelming numbers, he comes out on top, utilizing his knowledge and physical skills.
Oh, that's cute. He's a reader.
In one country, in order to save a kidnapped damsel in distress, he enters a fighting tournament, and his strength is so incredible that the country's king wants him to be the general in his army. Any way you look at it, the hero is incredibly smart, strong, and cool. Oh, sorry, I got a little too excited. It's just, I really look up to that kind of strength. Ever since I was little, I was raised on stories about my legendary grandfather. When I read this book, it kind of reminds me of those stories. Grandfather used to be a general back in my home country. Apparently, when he was young, he fought and defeated 30 bandits single-handedly. There's also a story about how, at a martial arts tournament, he defeated all his opponents with a single sword strike. There are a lot of different legendary tales surrounding Grandfather. That's why it's so hard for me to not revere him the way I do.
Wow, he doesn't look like it. Wow, sick burn. Was he really that legendary of a person?
You bet, my grandfather is incredible. That's why I want to be as strong as he is someday. Sorry, I got carried away again.
Aww.
Oh, by the way, the other great thing about the book is the cast of characters. Since it's an adventure story, there are lots of characters, but they're all really interesting and alive. For example, on one of the islands where the hero goes to resupply, there's a pair of girls who are good at dancing and reading fortunes. One of the girls just gives these lazy fortune readings, but when things get tough, she comes through in the end.
Sounds like a Luca and Saluka a little bit.
Now the other girl, she's in love with the hero. She tells him she's going to come with him on his journey and refuses to hear otherwise, but the hero eventually manages to persuade her. You can't let yourself get caught up in your emotions, he tells her. Truthfully, the hero really wants to take her with him, but he knows this is best for her. She tearfully calls out his name as he leaves, but he refuses to turn around once.
Wow, he kind of sounds like a douchebag, honestly. She should have just jumped on his boat. That's what I would have done.
I was just reading that scene before you came in.
And you were crying? Oh.
What do you mean, so that's why? I told you I wasn't crying. I just got something in my eyes is all. There were no tears.
Ooh.
Oh look, the tea's gone cold. I'm gonna go reheat it.
Hey, dude.
Welcome home, Grandfather. Hello there, and hello to you too, Kita.
Hey.
Oh, now isn't that a nostalgia trip? You've read it before, Grandfather? Read it. The book's main character is based on me. Long time ago, I went on a journey to go and see my long-lost childhood friend. But on the way, I got caught up in all sorts of trouble. When I told my friend about everything that happened, he turned it into a novel. No way! Then that part about the tournament? That was based on the legend about the martial arts competition. No wonder they seem so similar. Now that you mention it, I do recall something like that happening. And also, this town pops up in the book, too. Really? There's an island the hero stops by to restock his ship, right? The one with the 2 dancing girls? That place was based off Lulucoco. There are also characters based on folks you both already know.
Yeah, Tototara's the girl that you were in love with. It's gotta be.
2 dancing girls, one of them is Tototara.
Yup. Right there.
Fact that she tells lots of jokes and is occasionally sharp as a knife hasn't changed a bit. But wait, Grandmother was from Lulucoco? And she was Tototara's closest friend.
That's awkward. That's super awkward. So, he told Tototara to stay on the island and not come with him because he wanted to hook up with her friend. What? Wow.
No, that's a story for another day. Okay. Oh my, is that the time already?
Well, now I feel uncomfortable and I'm gonna go talk to Tototara about this.
Looks like we've been talking for a while. Sorry for taking up your time. It was fun getting to talk about everything, though. If you'd like, feel free to come by and visit again sometime. Yes, come whenever you'd like. We'll welcome you with open arms.
Well, that was sad. And uncomfortable. And ma'am? Ma'am? Rude. Well... that is a thing. That is a thing that happened. Tototara, do you know what Halani just told me? Do you know? She can't face it. She can't talk to me about it. I don't blame you, Tototara. I don't blame you at all. Let's build a pier in the snow. All right. So let's go build this pier. See what it looks like. At least it'll actually kind of look different. Because some of them don't really look all that different from before. But I hope we'll actually be able to, like, use this, like, go onto the pier and fish if we want to. Not that I fish a lot or anything. It looks like we should be able to. It'd be kind of nice if it added a second area for a fish trap. That'd be pretty useful, but I don't think that's gonna happen. That looks pretty good. That's a very long pier. Huh. Awesome, so now we have that. We should be doing the spa thing pretty soon as well. I would imagine that'll happen tomorrow. The new pier is complete. I should try fishing off of it sometime soon. I wonder if you can get different fish than usual by fishing off of the pier. But anyway, I think that's going to do it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up, share your support. Really helps me out. Don't forget to vote on the poll, and I will see you in the next episode.